Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the concept of ISD and cross charge. While on one hand the department has been arguing in some cases that cross charge was not required and some people have done cross charge and there is no basis for it. They have been denying the ITC for the recipient. In the other cases, wherever cross charge has not been done by the supplier branch and the ITC has been accumulated at that branch, they are challenging as to why the cross charge has not been done. Also, they are challenging the valuation of cross charge. In some cases, they are saying ISD was required and it was mandatory and it has not been carried out. To clarify all of these doubts, which are creating a huge furore throughout the MNCs, wherever the cross charge and ISD have been or is required to be implemented, that is now being clarified through this circular dated 199 dated 17th of July 2023. They have stated, first of all, ISD and cross charge, none of them are mandatory till date. So if anyone has distributed, ITC could have been distributed by ISD or cross charge. So ISD, if not done, it is not mandatory, and registration is mandatory as ISD only and only if I am following ISD route. So if I am following ISD route, I have to have registration as an input service distributor, and ITC should be attributable to that particular branch office. Then only I can distribute credit to that particular branch office from the head office. So from the head office, I am receiving certain common services which are attributable to all the branches. Let us say I have received audit services, statutory audit services. Those are applicable to all the branches because all the branches are getting the benefit of that. In such cases, ISD can be used for distributing the ITC of the auditor's fees, ITC, to the relevant branch office. For cross charge, it has been stated that if I am not following the ISD route, I can do cross charge also to that particular branch. So if I am, let's say, having a service which has been received at the branch office, but the invoice has been received at the head office, it is saying that I could have done cross charge also. But the cross charge I can only do to the branch office if the services have actually been provided to the branch office. There cannot be a random basis of distributing credit by the supplier branch to all the branches. There is no random basis for it. I should have an adequate and proper mechanism of distribution of my ITC. Next question is whether cross charge is mandatory, and if it is, then what would be the value for it? Now this is very clear. Rule 28 says very clearly that if any supply is occurring between two different distinct persons, and that means it is under the same PAN but two different GSTINs, in that case the value declared in the invoice would be considered as the open market value. So whatever value I declare, whatever value, whatever basis I identify for distribution of my credit, the department has to adopt that basis, right? Also, whether I am including my cost of employees for providing services from one branch to the other is immaterial. It may happen my head office employees are working for the branches also. Whether or not I have cross-charged my head office employees' cost to the branches is immaterial. I may not have done cross-charge for it. Still, the department cannot raise a question on it. Also, where no invoice is issued and cross charge is not done, the value is deemed to be nil. So even if I have not done any cross charge, I have received the services at the head office and it is lying at the head office. There is no cross charge done. The department cannot raise a demand on me by stating that I am going to impose taxes on the services provided by head office to the branch. No. In such cases, the value will be declared to be nil. So at least for the past period, the department is trying to settle all the disputes. So whether I have done cross charge, whether I have done ISD, whether I have not done it, in all such cases, the dispute would stand to rest. And a lot of cases where the matter is pending as of now. Where ITC is not fully eligible to the recipient branch, in that case, cost of salary. So when the ITC is not eligible, I need to see the open market value for identifying the valuation. So here also it has been stated, it is not required that the cost of salary is to be included while computing a taxable value. That is not required, right? So whatever valuation I adopt, I have to adopt it by means of Rule 28, but it is not mandatory that the cost of salary for the employees who are working for all the branches need to be included. That is not required. Or whatever valuation rules are there, that has to be satisfied. So this circular goes a long way into settling the dispute for ISD and cross charge for the past period, so that there would be no issues in terms of whether I have done ISD or cross charge or I have done neither. There is no issue or there would be no dispute for that. But if cross charge or ISD is done, there has to be a basis in terms of distribution of ITC, because I need to make sure that ITC is attributable to that branch. I cannot simply do cross charge randomly without identifying any basis. So this is again a very big clarification which will go a long way for the MNCs to settle all their past disputes. For the future, we are expecting that some amendments might be coming in the law wherein they might make cross charge and ISD slightly more formal in terms of the mechanism when how it would be done. As of now, we are waiting for that particular amendment to come in. So with this, I would like to end my video. Thank you so much for giving me a very patient hearing.